Surprise and updates, new details, new release dates, a random free shadow drop from Sony, a game tease from Maze Theory, and more. We have so much to talk about today, but before that, please make sure you subscribe to Nothing But Gaming. Make sure to turn on notifications and smash that like button. Your support helps the channel more than you know, and is very much appreciated. Alright, now that you're subscribed, let's talk PSVR2.
Ever wonder where you'd land if you fell so deep into sleep to a place beyond imagination?
Where am I?
Tumble topsy-turvy down the rabbit hole into the fantastical frolic of escaping Wonderland, where whimsy waltzes with wonder and riddles run riot. Join the ever-curious Molly on a brand new adventure through the beloved world of Alice in Wonderland. Developed by Cortopia Studios and published by Beyond Frames, Escape in Wonderland is now available to purchase on the PlayStation Store for $19.99 USD, €19.99 or £15.99, and I have no idea why this was released without prior notice.
Compass? Oh, I'm sure someone around here could help you find a compass.
My oh my, do you see what I see, Tweedledee?
Developed and published by Testa Gamer Creations, Truck Simulator 25 VR American Driver releases on PSVR2 next Thursday, June 26th. So let's take a look at the description on the PlayStation Store. Quote-unquote, experience the thrill of driving a powerful American truck in Truck Simulator 25 VR American Driver, a realistic trucking simulator designed for virtual reality. Take full control of your rig, monitor the road using fully functional mirrors, and customize your truck to create the perfect vehicle for long-haul journeys. Now, this description might seem perfect, but be careful guys. They don't show us what the gameplay is really like in this short trailer. And I don't know, something seems off about this game. So my recommendation is not to buy this game until we see some reviews. Windlands 2 is a Spider-Man game we never got on PSVR2, thanks a lot Sony. But yeah, it has some great reversal, decent visuals, it runs smooth and the boss fights are challenging. But why am I talking about Windlands 2 today? After all, the game launched on PSVR2 almost a year ago. Well, it's because the game received an update this week, out of nowhere, and this one mainly improves the adaptive triggers and fixes some other issues. So shout out to Cytec Games for still supporting the PSVR2 version, even though it hasn't made them any money yet. And let me take this moment to remind you guys that this game exists, and is pretty solid. So if you haven't played it, I really think you should consider it. I'm pretty certain you will love the gameplay. Maze Theory hasn't released the next project Thief VR Legacy of Shadow, and we're already finding out about what comes next from the evolving VR studio. A new job listing has confirmed this week that Maze Theory is working on a quote-unquote flagship IP to coincide with an upcoming movie. We have more details courtesy of Upload VR, so let's take a look. Quote-unquote, after announcing Thief VR Legacy of Shadow earlier this month with Vertigo Games, UK-based studio Maze Theory is looking to its next project following its release. Codenamed Project Zeno, a new job listing for lead gameplay designer / creative lead calls this a quote-unquote groundbreaking, immersive narrative experience built for next-generation VR and mixed reality platforms. Stating this is a quote-unquote flagship IP in collaboration with a major movie. Maze Theory advises this upcoming project quote-unquote fuses cinematic storytelling, innovative gameplay systems, and a deeply emotional sci-fi journey. Unsurprisingly, the listing doesn't offer more clues to what this project might be, and the role is a fixed-term contract for up to a year that could potentially become a full-time position. So what do you guys think? Drop your predictions in the comments below. I honestly have no clue what this is going to be, but I'm interested to know what you guys think, so comment below.
After the end of the world, the burnt one woke from a deep slumber.
Last week I reported on Midnight Walk's latest update, which promises to improve the game's resolution and performance on PSVR2. This week, after testing the game myself, I can confidently say that it has now some serious performance issues on the base PS5. Moonho Studios addressed the situation on the PSVR subreddit by saying, quote-unquote, "To PSVR2 players experiencing lower frame rates since our latest resolution update, it's been reported that reinstalling the game and possibly clearing the console's storage cache improves performance for those affected. We're always on the lookout for ways to improve our game, but please bear in mind that we're a small team with limited resources and updates take time." Now, I did exactly what they said here, and unfortunately, it did not fix anything. So I really hope the developer is looking into this because, as of now, the Midnight Walk runs very badly on the base PS5, and that is unacceptable. In a not-so-shocking twist of events, Big Games announced this week that the best-selling VR hit Beat Saber will not release any new content on PSVR and PSVR2. Not only that, but also the multiplayer component will shut down in January. Of course, both versions will remain available with cross-buy support on PS4 and PS5, but that's about it. Don't expect anything new for Beat Saber on PSVR2 going forward. Quote-unquote, "Dear PS4/PS5 players, as we look to the future and plan the next big leap for Beat Saber, we have made the decision to not longer release updates for PS4 and PS5 starting in June 2025. Our passion for VR remains unwavering. We are excited about the possibilities that lie ahead and what we can bring to Beat Saber's fans who have been on this journey with us over the past 7 years." So I'm personally not a Beat Saber fan. Honestly, I've never played it. It never appealed to me. With that being said, this game is by far one of the best-selling VR games on PlayStation. I mean, it was last year's most successful PSVR2 game in terms of revenue. So this is a big deal, guys. I really feel sorry for the Beat Saber fans on the PSVR2 platform. But that's just business, right? Let's not forget the developer is owned by Meta. Something tells me they're not doing this because they hate PlayStation users' money, but rather they want to make their own platform more appealing by dropping support for PlayStation. And you know what? Who cares about Beat Saber? Sony just gave us Climate Station for free. Don't know what that is? Well, let's check it out.
Experts tell us that the Earth's climate is rapidly changing, presenting a real and major threat to our future. But the causes and effects can be hard to comprehend. Introducing Climate Station. See for yourself how much the climate has changed over the last century. Discover what is causing these changes and the effects they're having on the natural world. Find out what the world could be like in the future if we tackle climate change quickly, and what could happen if we don't. We cannot solve a problem without first understanding it. So, let's begin our journey of exploration. Welcome to Climate Station.
Damn you, Connex. Cal, come to me, you demon!
In last week's news episode, I shared some good news about the upcoming philosophical PSVR2 game Dreams of Another. But this week, unfortunately, I have some bad news. In an interview with Upload Via, developer Q Games confirmed that Dreams of Another will use reprojection on PSVR2. That sucks. And wait, it gets even worse. Well, if it's using reprojection, then certainly it will look very sharp, right? Wrong, because quote-unquote playing on a standard PS5 uses 1080p resolution, which is boosted to 1440p on PS5 Pro. So yeah guys, from a technical standpoint, it doesn't seem like this is going to be a very polished release. Presentiment of Death from developer Exakis released yesterday on PSVR2 June 19th. I apologize for not posting a review by the way, even though I received the review key. But honestly, the main reason is that I don't think there is much interest in this type of small games, unfortunately. So instead of investing hours in a review most of you guys wouldn't watch, I figured I should use that time to discuss something else more interesting. Still, I did play the game for a while and found it to be very fun but also very challenging sometimes. It's a short game that relies on fast reflexes. It looks good and runs well. However, it doesn't take advantage of the hardware. No haptics, no triggers, so that sucks. Overall, I feel confident recommending this game if it were $10 and nothing more. And if you don't want to pay for it but still want to try it out, well then, here's a free EU key. Congratulations and I hope you enjoy. Before closing this video, I want to let you guys know that Job Simulator is leaving PlayStation Plus Premium on July 15th. So if you are subscribed to PS Plus Premium and haven't played it yet, you have about a month to do so before losing access.
C is the best policy. Right there. Hold it. Don't let that bot get away.
And finally, I want to inform you guys that we now have official release dates for both Firmament and Crave. Firmament is releasing on July 2nd, shortly followed by Crave which is coming out on July 10th. So it looks like July is going to be an interesting month. But hold on a second, isn't PSVR2 supposed to be dead after the whole Beat Saber incident? Oh my, I guess I'm lying to you all. PSVR2 is not getting any new games. Anyways, that's gonna have to do it for this video guys. Thank you for watching and remember, for more PSVR2 news, reviews and discussions, make sure you stick with MBG.